It's Amy Rofail with the Jerusalem Connection Report. It is Friday, February 5th. The BDS movement. There's lots of evidence it might not be so effective. Last week I reported on how the BDS movement is both anti-American and anti-intellectual and has no place on college campuses. To follow up on that, recent news included that Oberlin College, a prestigious university in Ohio who touts numerous notable alums, has now felt a formal backlash from those alums who have seen that the BDS movement and its inherent anti-Semitism actually has no place at their alma mater, and the funding that they provide is at risk. Over 200 notable alums with considerable clout have signed an open letter to the administration threatening to shut off the donation valve if they are not proactive in combating hate, identifying these groups, and removing them from campus. To quote a portion of the letter, several student organizations at Oberlin have assumed the role of mouthpiece of the BDS movement, which claims to be a defender of Palestinian rights, but whose inflammatory language falsely portraying Israel as an illegitimate, colonist, and murderous regime demonstrates its primary goal is to demonize the Jewish state. The letter continues to go on regarding the implications the BDS movement has on the Jewish students on campus. The message to Jewish students, they claim, is to either forfeit your allegiance to Israel and join us, or we will brand you an enemy of justice and complicit in the oppression of the Palestinian people. The drafting of this letter was spearheaded by Dr. Melissa Landa, an instructor at the University of Maryland and Oberlin alum. She told FoxNews.com that her group wants a task force formed at Oberlin to identify and combat any anti-Semitism under the guise of pro-Palestinian activism. School's graduates include actor and writer Alina Dunham, conservative commentator Michelle Malkin, actor Ed Helms, and novelist and playwright Eric Bogason. While the school's administration has not formally addressed or responded to this open letter, clearly it's gaining traction and publicity, and that's the start of change. Another example of how and why BDS might not be so effective was noted by Barry Shaw, Senior Associate for the Public Diplomacy at the Israel Institute for Strategic Studies, and author of the books Israel Reclaiming the Narrative and Fighting Hamas, BDS, and Anti-Semitism. Mr. Shaw, on January 14th, released an article noting Israel's many contributions to the world economy, including Europe's, and he noted the burgeoning relationship with China that they are forging, as well as other nations in the Middle East who don't seem to harbor any inherent anti-Semitic attitude towards the Israelis and the Jewish people. They are freely exchanging ideas and innovations from farming, water conservation and recycling, as well as other economic and technological pursuits. Mr. Shaw goes on to explain, in terms of numbers, how and why Israel is prospering despite the BDS movement. The GDP numbers are up, the national debt is down, and the gains and contributions to the stock market are measurable. This is just another reminder that as we fight this battle of ideas and philosophies and these various sinister spirits in BDS, the blessing to the world that the Israeli people are and the Israeli state is does withstand this movement. God said it was a blessing, and indeed it is. Ultimately, it will prevail. Shavua Tov. Have a great week. Shabbat Shalom.